Hey everybody, Keith Campbell here with Keith and Sheila Realty Group, powered by Fathom Realty. So in this video, I want to talk about the community of Cibolo. Cibolo, Texas is an incorporated city just a little bit north of San Antonio, outside Loop 1604. It runs really side by side with the city of Schertz, Texas, which we've talked about in previous video. And in fact, the boundaries intertwine quite a bit. They both are in that corridor between Interstate 35, FM 78, and Interstate 10. In fact, Schertz and Cibolo both run from 35 all the way over to Interstate 10. What makes them different, Schertz is bigger, but Schertz is landlocked. So there's not really a lot of room to grow and build more houses and businesses and commercial space, as to where, because Cibolo is east of Schertz going towards New Braunfels, northbound on 35, there's a lot more room for growth. There's a lot of areas that are undeveloped. So there's a lot more construction going on in Cibolo. The price points are a little lower than Schertz for the most part. The houses tend to be a little newer because old Cibolo is pretty small. So most of the growth in Cibolo has been in the last 15 years. It's a great community, lots of parks, lots of access to go north, south, east, and west, which is always great when you want to go places. Great school district, shares the school district with Schertz and Universal City. So it's Schertz, Cibolo, Universal City School District. Very highly rated. It's just a great community. What I'd like to do is pull up one of our custom market reports for Cibolo, and we can do these reports for any city in the state of Texas, preferably South Texas, which is the market we know best. So if you just want to know what your house is worth, what the market looks like, look, we do financial health for retirement accounts, investment accounts, life insurance, all those things. Why don't we do this for our houses? For most of it's the biggest investment we own is our home. We would be happy to send you a report for your market. It's no obligation. We're not going to harass you and chase you down and beg you to sell your house. We just want to provide a service that has value. So let's kind of go over there, and let me pull up a share screen, and let's take a look at one of our reports. So as you can see here, this is a community market report for Cibolo, Texas. This particular one is effective January 2022. Today, filming this video is January 7th. As you scroll down, you'll see that it's going to break down some basic information. So it's going to show you homes sold. So here we have December 2021 versus December 2020. Now, it's a little bit lower than 2020. Part of that is because there's a lack of inventory in Cibolo. There's a lot of construction going on, but a lot of them are not finished, completed homes. Median sale price, $328,000, which is up 21% over a year ago. The median list price is up 17% at $315,000. The sell to list price ratio is 102%, which means houses are selling for over asking price. Talks about volume. Median days on market is 20, which is down 10 days. Even that might be a little exaggerated, and I'll tell you why, or not accurate, I should say, is because depending on when a realtor actually updates the MLS from active or new listing to a either option pending or a contingency or a actual pending under contract change in the MLS, those numbers can be skewed a little bit. 784 homes sold in the past 12 months, which is pretty good for this size community. Current market, 51 homes for sale, 54 under contract. Median list price is $359,000. Median days on the market, 33. Again, I'm telling you, we've sold quite a few houses in Cibolo in the past several years, especially in the past 2 years. Houses go under contract same day, next day, multiple offers, over asking. So that might be a little skewed a little bit. High price sold is $899, low is $262. Here you get a breakdown of each month. And remember, we can do this for your community, and you get a real good feel for your house, what it's worth, what's going on in your community. What's interesting here is 1.1 months of inventory. So a seller's market is anything that's 90 days or 3 months of inventory or less. We're a third of that. Actually, this summer, that number was not 1.1 months. It was about 17 or 18 days. 64% of the property sold over asking price in December, which is not a great month to buy and sell property. But in this environment, in this market, it is. A buyer's market, just go back to this balanced market for a second. A buyer's market is when there's 6 months plus inventory. We haven't been there in a long time. Sorry, buyers. We have buyers right now that we've been looking for months and cannot either find the right house or get the house at a reasonable price. And so we've had clients lose multiple offers. And we are very creative how we put our markets together, our offers together. We do a lot of contacting the listing agent, trying to find out what the seller really wants. Is it just money? Do they want a temporary lease back? Whatever we can do to give an advantage. And we're still losing because there's people coming from the West Coast in particular that the market there, they're walking away with a lot of equity when they sell their house, and they can waive appraisals and they can pay cash and they can do a lot of things that in a normal market don't happen. So this talks about the difference between buyers and sellers market. Sellers market is when there's fewer homes to choose from. You have less negotiating power as a buyer. They want you to close quickly. They want you to spend more than asking, and there's going to be a lot of competition. Again, how that impacts sellers: homes sell quickly, multiple offers, over asking, and a lot of times they ask you to overlook some repairs or waive the appraisal. It doesn't have waive appraisal in here, but that's one of the things that happens. Here it kind of breaks down market conditions by the price range. It's really cool to look at this. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but we'll send you one if you want to look. Get some statistics. And if we go to the top here, we can go back and we can do a quick, community guide. This is really cool too. This talks a lot about the community. And again, we can produce this for you, for your neighborhood, no problem. And it's going to show the map of, this is Cibolo. And let me tell you, in Cibolo Shirts, you can be on one street, move over 2 streets. You go from Cibolo to Shirts, move over 2 more streets, go back to Cibolo. It's crazy. They're very intertwined. Here it says 28,920 residents. So I was off a little bit. I should have looked at that before I said. Talks about, now this is interesting. If you look at the ages on the demographics, 38%, 35 to 59, 34%, 0 to 19. It tells you there's a lot of families, all right? Parents, children. Education levels, median household income, which is well above the national average, low unemployment, 60% married, 40% non. This is interesting on the schools. For your community, we'll send you this. It shows you student to teacher ratio. As you look through there, you don't find any 20 pluses. In fact, you find some 13 to 1s, you find some 14 to 1s. That is a good ratio. There's some schools in San Antonio that are 25, 27 to 1 students versus 1 teacher. Here we talk about, it talks about businesses shopping, what's active, nightlife, lifestyle trends. What else we got down here? Commute methods, how car dependent people are, environmental factors. This is all temperature ranges. This is all stuff we'd be happy to send you for your community. So what I'd like to do now is let's go ahead and stop the share. And if you have any questions about your community, if you'd like one of these market guides, we would be happy to email you one. We can even run comps if you want to be more specific about the price. This is an overview. If you really want to know what your house would sell for in the next 30 days, we can tell you that as well. And we are never too busy for your business or your referrals. You know, anybody, family member, neighbor, coworker that's looking to buy or sell a house, Sheila and I would love to help you or help them. We do every deal together. We treat people the way we want to be treated, and we serve your best interest with a fiduciary mindset. Have a blessed day. Talk to you real soon.